Japan loves social harmony. So far, that has been achieved by having very few foreigners, with their foreign ways upsetting the apple cart. Bringing in masses of migrant workers isn't actually required. Japan can still unleash its productivity. Find out why in today's show. Welcome back to year 6 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the translation of Japan Sales Mastery. Anata mo present no tachijin is the translation of Japan Presentations Mastery. My latest book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, and the Japanese title is Training de Okane o Muru ni suru no wa yamimashou. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka, in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 312. Productivity will determine Japan's future. So let's get going. During the bubble years of surging economic growth, Japan could not keep up with the supply of workers for the 3K jobs, kitsui, kitanai, kiken, or difficult, dirty, and dangerous undertakings. The 1985 Plaza Accord unleashed a genie out of the bottle in the form of very strong yen, which made everything everywhere seem dirt cheap. Japanese people traveled abroad as tourists en masse in great numbers for the first time. They often created havoc in international destinations because they were so gauche, a bit like we have been experiencing with mass Chinese tourism. Companies bought up foreign companies and real estate at a rapid clip. French champagne and beluga caviar was being downed at an alarming pace. Finding Japanese workers became difficult, so the Japanese government turned to immigration. We had a very special immigration, however. Countries with oil, like Iran, were allowed to send their citizens to Japan without requiring visas. And suddenly, we had an influx of Iranians, a bit like we have had with Nigerians. Brazilians of Japanese descent were encouraged to come and work in Japan. They rarely spoke Japanese, being 3rd and 4th generation, but they did have Japanese blood coursing through their veins. Somehow, Japanese bureaucrats decided that would compensate for the fact that culturally they were 100% South Americans. With the collapse of the bubble economy, many of these Brazilians went home as their jobs here in Japan dried up. We are again facing a shortage of workers in the 3K industries because of the declining population. We are scheduled to lose around 800,000 people every year. This has an impact on consumer spending because we have less people around to buy goods and services. Uncertainty over the future has played to Japanese risk aversion and native conservatism. People are not spending, preferring to leave their money in the bank at microscopic interest rates. In a deflationary economy, at least you were not losing money, but that has changed. Now we have inflation. We are seeing Chinese and other foreigners working at convenience stores. Students can work up to 38 hours a week, which surpasses the work week in France. The Japanese government is adding immigrant workers without openly calling it immigration. Is immigration really needed when we have such low white-collar productivity and low wages? Do we need to bring in mass immigration to maintain or expand the population levels? Wage growth has not occurred yet, despite companies hoarding massive cash surpluses under their corporate futons. Also, somehow, the laws of supply and demand have not kicked in yet. There is a shortage of staff for childcare facilities, but wages are not attractive enough to staff them. Nurses are in short demand, but salaries are not moving up much yet. Delivery workers are in short supply, and there needs to be a substantial wage increase to fill the vacancies more easily. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs? No sale. Can't present the solution convincingly? No sale. Can't handle objections properly? No sale. Can't close? No sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Japan is looking to robots to help cover the staff shortages. This plays to Japan's love of robots and their technological might. What would be more impactful would be to free up the latent capacity of white-collar workers. They have very low productivity because of the culture of work here. Spending long hours as tatemae or superficial show of devotion and loyalty is not helping. The amount and quality of work being produced is more important. There is a slow rhythm of work in Japan. In the big cities like Tokyo, people are tired in the morning because of the late nights and long commutes. Working long hours is tiring, and as Parkinson noted, work expands to fit the time. Just hanging around the office to show your devotion is nice, but not all that helpful. This is the exact opposite of a productive work culture focused on outcomes. Work from home has freed up people from commute torture, but from what I can see, there doesn't seem to be any increase in productivity as a result. Staff lifestyles are better, but company results are not being positively impacted. The other issue is very low engagement numbers. Every engagement survey seems to show Japan as the global outlier in terms of engagement. Yes, there are cultural reasons around Japanese conservatism when it comes to answering these survey questions. However, nobody seems to think that directionally the low scores are wrong. Low engagement affects work pace and also creativity. Tired people are rarely innovative. Finding better ways of working has a lot of potential, but it needs desire. Doing new things isn't rewarded in Japan because in the new there is risk. Failure isn't tolerated, and there are no second careers here for failures. You have to slink off into the sunset and disappear. Middle managers are experts at not rocking the boat, and they don't see any gain from being innovative and rallying their troops around that banner. Better to get ahead by doing the same old, same old. Better leadership, delegation, time management, engagement, outcome orientation, and more tolerance for failure in pursuit of innovation would go a long way to lifting Japan's productivity. This would easily compensate for the declining supply of workers due to the demographic reality Japan is facing. Immigration is not necessary to be the first response when there is so much excess latent capacity not being maximized here. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode 313, we're talking about taking questions when presenting in Japan. So yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.